Hey everyone, welcome back to another Godzilla Battleline video, and today we are giving our first impressions on Godzilla Earth, and let me tell you man, this might be the best unit to come to the game since Kiryu, since Super X, G-Earth, or Girth, I've been calling him Girth. He is so unreasonably powerful, right? And a lot of people are dismissing him because he's a 9 cost and he doesn't do a lot of damage, but that's not, damage is half the battle. Look at the stats on my screen right now, right? These are confirmed. The white stats are confirmed stats. At level 4, Godzilla Earth is 118. I don't know why I messed that one up, but that's his health. His attack is 614. When Godzilla Earth falls below 33% health, he gets a 50% boost to damage, so that goes to 921 damage, and he is immune to stun. Now, you get this attack boost for the 50% when he falls below 33% health, and he's immune to stun. But, I mean, he can still be slowed. But look at the health pool, right? A level 40 King Caesar is not going to be able to one-shot this guy once he hits level 3. Level 1, I believe also level 2, he can be one-shotted, or really close to one-shot at level 2, but level 3, he can no longer be one-shot. At level 40, King Caesar, after level 3, is just going to be tickling this guy, right? The only reasonable counters to him are Godzilla 89 for the amount of health, right? And Gearus for the amount of health he has and damage. And Gearus for the amount of health he has now, not so much the damage, but he can just keep, Earth occupied. Biollante and water will wreck this guy too, right? But the best way to run him is with a Mothra Psychic Chorus deck, right? The whole reason we run Mothra Psychic Chorus decks are because G89 is such a strong unit, and because he's so much health and so much damage, by giving him more health and that percentage healing, he's going to gain more. Well, Godzilla Earth has the most health out of any unit in the game, period, right? He has the longest attack speed of 5 seconds, but he has the most health, period, right? He's benefiting the most from these percent heals, from Mothra, from Psychic Course isn't a percent heal, but from Mothra he's gaining the most. From, I believe, Fyrodan, who could be a percentage healing, he's gaining a ton. Psychic Chorus, if you keep this guy alive, he's basically a raid boss, dude. He is like an unkillable wall. And not to mention that you have to deal with him. You cannot just let him hang out. He's outside of your leader's attack range. As you can see on the screen, my Biollante cannot hit him. He has almost the same range as like Manila, right? Just maybe a little under Ultima. And he does piercing damage like Desghidorah. He has so many good qualities going for him just in general. He does a ton of damage. And I'm talking about a ton of damage, right? It says on the screen 614. Okay, like at level 4, that's not too much in the grand scheme of things, but for his range and his piercing hitting multiple targets, that damage adds up. It's the same reason why Biollante is the highest DPS in the game, because she can hit all the units around her in a 360. Earth and Desghidorah have piercing, right? Earth has insane range. He doesn't even have to get as close as Desghidorah. I think he's the better piercing unit for sure. And I think he's one of the best tanks in the game. How could he not be with these stats, right? So the best way to be running Earth, like I said, is in a Mothra Psychic Chorus deck. You gotta give him support. Because of his slow attack speed, he's not going to be able to get in as many hits as you would like him. He's gonna clear swarms, he's gonna clear lower ranked units, he's gonna clear Super X out, no problem, right? But, I mean, like I said, G89, Biollante, other units like this, they're gonna run up on him. Anything with the Batra buff, Batra itself could easily do a lot of damage, so you're gonna want to support, Godzilla Earth. So I have some decks that are available in my Discord that were made by Spenzilla and Stagathy. So I'm going to go over the Mothra Healing one first. So the Mothra Healing deck is a Mothra leader with Biollante, Psychic Chorus, Batra, and then in the deck are also Kamacuras, Dimension Tide, and Mega Gearus. Now, I think this is a very solid foundation for a deck, obviously. Like Biollante, Batra, how could you go wrong? Psychic Chorus, how could you go wrong? Dimension Tide, leave that to your discretion. The Kamacuras, I think, are good to keep units stalled and away from G9. I think you could use the Dimension Tide to the same effect. And then Mega Gearus for slows around Godzilla Earth. You're gonna want to play around Godzilla Earth. He is not a unit that you just send in to start a fight. He is a unit that you send to, like, end a fight, right? Once he appears on the field, it's a whole different ball game. You have to deal with him. You cannot just leave him be. He has way too much health and way too much range for you to just leave him alone, right? So what's this other deck we have by Stagathy? And it is a G89 leader to boost Godzilla Earth, right? Because you're going to get that boost. Psychic Chorus, a Super X for the range, Biolante, Manila for the range, because you want to shoot around Earth. Manila can definitely do that. Space Godzilla, to put Space Godzilla behind Earth for those crystals to constantly give Space Godzilla a 25% buff. And with the speed that, or not Space Godzilla, Godzilla Earth, and with the speed that Godzilla Earth travels, Space Godzilla is going to continuously, every 9 seconds, going to spawn these crystals. He's going to keep your Godzilla Earth damage buffed at 25% for basically its entire lifespan. And then merge that with Psychic Course, you get some healing. I think this deck would be more effective with Mothra Leader. So Mothra Leader, Psychic Course, and Space Godzilla always buffing Earth. But then again, you're going to need energy base in some of these decks because he's 9 cost energy, right? You want to have a solid maybe push on the field before you drop Godzilla Earth. That's literally the biggest thing with Earth, is that because his attack is so slow, he's going to get rocked if you let them build up enough units and attack him. But he definitely can hold his own if you heal him, but you want really to have him traveling with units. You got to build around him. You cannot put him in your deck willy-nilly. This is not a King Ghidorah situation. This is not a GD9 situation. This is not a Caesar situation where they're really good, like, drop-and-play, plug-and-play characters. You have to build a deck around Earth purely because of his energy cost and his just overall usage in general. Do I think he's meta? I think at the moment he is on the come up, and I say that because most people are not going to get him to level 5 or 6 where he's really going to be like having the most health. He right now is easily counterable by high GD9s, high Biolantes in the water. Godzilla 21 even will take him down in a 1v1. And he's suffering right now because he's a lower level. He's going to have lower health. But as Godzilla Earth gets more health, he's going to be more formidable. He is essentially a raid boss on land that is usable. You know the meme where it's like, oh, the boss when you fight him, and then the boss when you get him as a character, and it's like totally like a Frompy version of the actual boss? This is not that. This is straight up like a raid boss. He is insanely powerful. He has so much potential, and the higher he goes in level, the better. He's definitely a unit that I'm going to be investing in heavily in the months, days, year to come, or whatever have you, because he is just so powerful, and I believe a solid deck built around him actually can dominate the meta. I truly believe it. He has the health to do it. There is the strategy there. The healing is there. We just got to find the sweet spot and the right deck to make this happen. But with that being said, Godzilla Earth, on my ratings or whatever, good investment, good unit, possibly meta. We're going to have to wait and see a little bit longer. But like I said, this is the first impressions. He's doing extremely well so far, and I'm so excited to finally get him. And I'm so excited for you guys to test him out as well. So let me know what you guys think down below, and I'll catch you all on the next one. Bye-bye.